KSL News at 4 starts now.
Thanks for joining us this afternoon. A man is dead after a police shooting in Orem.
Yeah, this happened as the Utah County Major Crimes Task Force was executing a search warrant there. News specialist Andrew Adams has been talking with neighbors and digging into court records for more context there. Andrew, what'd you find out?
Well, police are not speaking publicly, and they have not provided any additional information beyond their initial typed out statements. But jail documents point to a drug investigation at the home in the hours prior to the shooting. Now, this is what it looked like a little bit earlier today. Yellow police tape blocked off 800 East and Orem between 400 and 500 North. So far, investigators have only said in statements that as the Utah County Major Crimes Task Force served a search warrant, shots were fired and an adult male suspect was injured. Though first responders tried to save the guy, he was later pronounced dead at the scene. That whole chain of events happened after 11:30 last night. Now, jail documents provide some additional context about an arrest that took place there at 9 o'clock. According to a probable cause statement, 33-year-old Alejandro Andres Demery, a man whose address matches the shooting location, had been under investigation by the Utah County Major Crimes Task Force for several weeks for alleged drug distribution. The document states Demery was detained as officers executed a search warrant, and those officers found a blue pill in his pocket believed to be either oxycodone or fentanyl. They say they then found 17 additional blue pills in a bag belonging to Demery. They also uncovered nearly 12 grams of meth, a THC cartridge, and 133 more pills inside a vehicle, as well as Xanax. Police also say they found text conversations where Demery was distributing narcotics. That probable cause statement was written and entered into the system less than an hour and a half prior to the shooting. Now, police still haven't confirmed who was shot. They haven't laid out the exact chain of events that led up to the shooting or why they were still at the home. We'll bring you details as we get them here on KSL. For now, back to the studio.
All right, Andrew, thanks. Keep us posted.
The father of a West Haven boy.
Decoration somewhere. All right, stay with us. KSL Live at 5 starts now.
Coming up next on Live at 5.
New details provide context as why police were at a home or there was an officer-involved shooting.
Some big new laws neglected to call DCFS.
Well, we are learning new details this afternoon about a chain of events at an Orem home where a man died in a police shooting.
Jail documents show that there was a drug investigation there in the hours before this played out. News specialist Andrew Adams live now with an update. Andrew, what do you know?
Well, we still don't know who was shot, but we do know who was arrested approximately 2.5 hours prior to that shooting. Now, this is what it looked like this morning here along 800 East. The street was taped off between 400 North and 500 North as officers went over the crime scene. According to a jail booking document, it appears police were here much earlier than when the actual shooting happened. There's a 9 o'clock timestamp for the arrest, and the probable cause statement was entered into the system at 10:13. It appears the shooting didn't happen until after 11:30, when police state that the Utah County Major Crimes Task Force fired shots and killed an adult male suspect. Again, we don't know who that man is that police labeled as a suspect. What we do know is a couple hours earlier, 33-year-old Alejandro Andres Demery was arrested. According to the jail probable cause statement, the task force had been investigating Demery for several weeks for alleged drug distribution. When they moved in and executed a search warrant, they say they found a blue pill in his pocket, suspected to be either oxycodone or fentanyl. They then found 17 more blue pills in Demery's bag, and then they found 133 additional pills plus Xanax, THC, nearly 12 grams of meth inside a vehicle. Police wrote they also uncovered text conversations where Demery was alleged to be distributing drugs. Again, unclear who was shot or exactly the actions that led up to officers opening fire. We'll keep you updated with details as we get them here on KSL. For now, back to the studio.
All right, Andrew, thanks. Starting tomorrow, there's new opportunity.